Any one of these 5 devil fruits would be perfect for Shanks the Rat. Number 5 is mythical Phoenix 𝚲𝚘. As a phoenix, not only could Shanks heal himself and his missing arm and tail, but also fly into battle with blazing speed, allowing him to recover from injuries and keep fighting without missing a beat. Next is Magma Logia, a perfect addition to his destructive haki and strength. Top 3 is Pika Pika no Mi. Combining his haki speed with the light Logia would not only allow him to move faster than the speed of light, but also time travel. Shanks may have control over all living things with his haki, but not weather. So number 2, Kaido's Azure Dragon mythical 𝚲𝚘 is perfect for him. Top 1 is an odd one, Yamato's mythical Wolf 𝚲𝚘, and for a very good reason. This mythical wolf fruit would enhance Shanks' already fierce aura. He could tap into its immense strength and agility, becoming a near invincible warrior who protects his crew like a true guardian. Mythical 𝚲𝚘 devil fruits are fascinating because of their legendary powers, but how rare are they really in One Piece? While we have seen several users like Marco and Kaido, their uniqueness remains in how difficult these fruits are to come by. Mythical 𝚲𝚘s are extremely rare, even though we have seen a handful in the series. It's not just the devil fruit itself that is rare, but the specific type. Paramecia fruits, which grant a variety of abilities, are far more common than the elemental Logia or mythical 𝚲𝚘 types. Rarity isn't only about power, but also about the scarcity of abilities among these. 4 specific mythical 𝚲𝚘 fruits hold particular significance. They represent the 4 gods of One Piece, with Luffy's Hito Hito no Mi Maronika being the most iconic. Fan discussions like on Reddit try to calculate just how uncommon these fruits are, though the numbers are likely estimates. Still, it highlights how these mythical abilities are some of the rarest and most desired in the One Piece world. What if a devil fruit user jumped into a swimming pool? Do you think they would be able to swim, or would they just sink? Normally, devil fruit users lose their powers when they touch water, so they can't swim and sink right away. But here's a different idea. What if the swimming pool wasn't regular water? What if it was made from a special liquid that doesn't make them lose their powers? If this was the case, a devil fruit user might be able to swim just fine. Maybe if the pool had sea stones around it, they could stay on the surface without losing their strength. Characters like Aokiji, who can freeze water, could easily turn the pool into ice and skate on top so they wouldn't sink. And even though we don't know if haki can help them swim, it is fun to think about new ways they might use their powers to swim in special water, but in the end, without help, most would sink in water. Did Figarland Garling give Whitebeard that infamous chest scar? But if this is the case, what insanely broken power does Garling have, which enabled him to paint Whitebeard's chest with this massive scar, a feat which even Roger and Rocks were unable to do so? As a newly introduced character with a mysterious past, and now one of the 5 elders, it is possible Garling possesses an insanely powerful devil fruit ability. According to one theory, Garling has the mythical 𝚲𝚘 devil fruit Maro Fenrir, a powerful wolf from Norse mythology. Fenrir is known for his role in Ragnarok, the end of all things, making Garling a figure of immense power, capable of leaving a lasting impact. However, this still does not add up, as Kaido rightfully stated, powerful haki beats all devil fruits. So is Oda implying that despite Prime Whitebeard having the most powerful ever body and haki of all living things, aided with the strongest ever Paramecia fruit, matching the power of an ancient weapon, this legendary god fruit power is what truly allowed Garling to wound Whitebeard? Let's talk about the wildest goals in One Piece, because these characters, oh boy, they've got some personal issues. Take Luffy for instance. He just wants to be Pirate King, but let's be real, he's really just after more meat and a bigger ship to sleep on. Zoro, all he wants is to be the greatest swordsman, but that's just his excuse to keep drinking and taking naps inside all samurai girls he meets. Sanji? Yeah, he talks about the All Blue, but is really just out there chasing women. He's probably hoping that all the ladies of the sea gather there and suck his All Blue. Nami? Forget the treasure obsession. Her true goal might just be figuring out how to balance those heavy jiggly globes while steering the Sunny. Robin? She's the history buff of the crew, but come on, she's just hoping to find a book with some steamy secrets about the Void Century and Zoro's Black Blade. Usopp, his dream is to be a brave warrior, but he's probably just trying to find more idiotic girls who would believe his lies. From the start of the series, Oda's dropped hints that connect to larger storylines, and one of the most intriguing is the idea of gods. In Skypiea, we saw the gods of sun, rain, earth, and forest being worshipped, with Luffy revealed as the sun god Nika in Wano. It raises the question, what about the other 3 gods? As seen with Luffy's sun god abilities, all these god fruits are unique, mixing elements from other devil fruit types, giving them extraordinary abilities. Oda's given us many hints that Luffy's father dragon might be the rain god, and Imu-sama could be connected to the forest god, but let's focus on the god of earth. What if the god of earth isn't tied to someone working under Imu, but instead someone we have already met? Enel's broken lightning fruit has shown immense power over the sky as well as the ground because the earth is a natural conductor to lightning, and this combined with his god complex makes him a perfect god fruit candidate. Like Luffy, could Enel's devil fruit, the Goro Goro no Mi, be more than just lightning representing the force of earth itself? After Luffy becomes Pirate King, which Straw Hat would be first to leave? First, Sanji might go back to Rarity and cream pudding with his amazing food in his king-sized bed. Jinbei could become a Gandhi fisherman, making sure there's peace between humans and fishmen. Frankie might stay in Water 7, helping Iceberg build super cool inventions. Chopper could give Milky his thick reindeer milk and open a big hospital together. Usopp might return to Syrup Village and do what his dad Yasop couldn't, manufacture tons of children with Kaya and raise them into brave warriors. Zoro, after defeating Mihawk and becoming the undisputed, might insert his black sword inside Robin's Void Century, and Mommy Robin could focus on teaching her girls about the lost history of Ohara, whilst Zoro could raise the boys into next generation samurais. Brook will reunite with Laboon, go on a music tour and bone his hot fans for fun, but Nami, who wants to draw the map of the entire One Piece world, could ride on top of Luffy, exploring new lands, facing new dangers and giving him a solid pounding. Did you know Zoro is not the top vice captain in One Piece yet? But let's dive into how the top 7 rank. Starting at number 7, we have King the Wildfire, a member of the near extinct Lunarian race, known for its incredible fire powers and its resilience in battle. In 6th place is Katakuri, a skilled fighter from Big Mom's crew, who is not only a master of Haki but also has advanced observation Haki, making him nearly unbeatable in close combat. 5th place goes to Sabo, the second in command of the Revolutionary Army, famous for his mastery of the Fire double foot and his rankings after Dragon. 4th is Zoro, also called the King of Hell, whose strength reached new heights after mastering advanced forms of Haki in Wano. Ben Beckman takes 3rd place, known for using Haki to turn ordinary bullets into dangerous weapons against Logia double foot users. 2nd is Mako the Phoenix, still one of the strongest despite Whitebeard's death. And of course, number 1 belongs to the legendary Sylvester Rayleigh. Could the One Piece really be a devil fruit? If this theory turns out to be true, it wouldn't just be an ordinary fruit. This devil fruit would be the most powerful one ever, making whoever eats it the Pirate King without a question. There are several ideas about what type of devil fruit it could be. The first theory says it might be the sea control fruit, allowing the user to control the oceans and command the tides, giving them power over world events. Another idea is that the One Piece could be a time travel fruit, while some fans think Luffy could use it to go back to the Void Century and become Joy Boy. This theory doesn't have much evidence behind it. A fresh take on this theory suggests it could be the Will of D fruit, a mythical fruit that grants its user the power to unite or awaken the hidden potential in others, making them a natural leader capable of shaping the entire world. This could make the fruit far more than just a treasure. It could be the key to peace or destruction. Did you know Zoro might be the reason Kuina died? Hear me out. In the anime, Oda tells us that Kuina died because she fell down the stairs. But honestly, in a world like One Piece, that seems a bit strange. People don't die easily, even from crazy accidents. Kuina was an amazing swordswoman, and she even beat Zoro. It's hard to believe someone like her would just die from a fall. The truth behind her death might have more to do with her sword, the Wado Ichimonji, which Zoro now owns. This sword is actually cursed, and whoever holds it faces a random unexpected death. So maybe the sword is what caused her death. But how did Zoro fit in? Zoro has a special connection with cursed swords, so they don't affect him. In One Piece, swords are said to have their own will. When Kuina battled Zoro with the Wado Ichimonji, the sword might have chosen Zoro to be his real owner, just like how Luffy's fruit chose him.